So, types of errors. Which are they? Yes, Pranav, say the first error.
Error of omission.
Error of omission. Error of omission. Then, Akshay Varghese.
Error of commission.
Error of commission. Okay. The next one. Krishna.
Error of principle.
Error of principle. And then Pavitra.
Compensating error.
Compensating error. Compensating error. You may write it this way, and also we need ratios. Right? Compensating principle. Okay. Then error of omission. Error of omission doesn't create any trouble to trial balance. Trial balance will agree. Error of omission. Please take this. Note it down. Agreed. Trial balance will be agreed, or it will get tallied. Even if you make error of omission, still trial balance will agree. Then error of commission. What happens? Error of commission. Trial balance will not agree. Will not agree. Error of commission means it is the clerical errors. Principal error. Principal error, trial balance will agree. Agree. That is, it will get tallied. Compensating error also, trial balance will agree. And this error of omission, we have complete omission and partial omission. Complete omission, partial omission. Yeah, complete omission and partial omission. Okay. So, complete omission, it is completely omitted. So, trial balance will agree. Partial omission, it will not agree. Okay. So, only in two situations, trial balance will not agree. All others, trial balance will agree. Okay. Clear? Yes. Now, coming to errors. These are the types of errors. And regarding rectification of errors, we have two kinds of errors. Rectification of errors. Rectification of errors, it is of two. One-sided error and two-sided errors. One-sided errors and two-sided errors. Two-sided errors. One-sided errors means only one account. Error which affect only one account. Okay, that is one-sided error. Errors which affect only one account. Errors which affect only one account. Two-sided errors means errors which affect two or more accounts. Okay, two or more accounts. So rectification of errors, we have two types, one-sided errors, two-sided errors. One-sided error means errors which affect only one account, and errors which affect two or more accounts are called two-sided errors. Okay, no? Yes, take down this way. We will do a problem and later on I'll come back to this. Okay, I want everybody to take down this problem. These are certain transactions. Goods sold to X. Goods sold to X, rupees 10,000, omitted to be recorded. Omitted to be recorded. Omitted to be recorded. That is the first one. Again, goods sold to X, rupees 10,000, recorded as 8,000. Recorded as 8,000. Then the next one, again, this goods sold to X 10,000, recorded as 15,000. And one more, goods sold to X 10,000, recorded in purchase book. Purchase book, yes. This is how we are going to get the transaction, the questions. Okay. Now, so this is just 4 transactions. Listen, everyone, listen. Now, when you get transaction, how do you do this? For that, we will do it as 3 steps. 3 steps. Okay. First, we will write the correct entry. Correct entry. Correct entry. How it should be recorded. Correct entry. Then we will write the incorrect entry. I'm just writing according to my convenience. You can write it downwards also. Okay. This is just for my convenience. Incorrect entry. And it would be good if it is written horizontally, so that you can compare it easily. Okay. And so first we will write the correct entry. How this should be recorded correctly. How it will be recorded. Then comes what is the mistake. How was it recorded? With the error. How is it appearing? Then we will write the next part, that is rectified entry. Rectified entry. This is how we are going to do this. Rectified entry. Okay. So 4 sentences are given to you. First, we will write the correct entry. Then we'll write the incorrect entry. Then we'll write the rectified entry. Okay, now I hope all of you are listening and it is clear. Now, when you read each and every transaction, okay, you can find two parts. Let's take the first sentence, first transaction. Goods sold to X, rupees 10,000. This is one part. Omitted to be recorded. Okay? We are going to divide these each and every transaction into two parts. First part is, what is that entry? What is that transaction about? Goods sold to X, rupees 10,000. That is the main thing. What happened to it? Omitted to be recorded. Got the two parts? Give some expression, please. Okay. Then, again, come to the second one. Goods sold to X, rupees 10,000. That is first part. What happened? Recorded as 8,000. It was sold to X for 10,000, but it is recorded as 8,000. Amount changed. Look at the next one. Again, goods sold to X, rupees 10,000. First part. Recorded as 15,000. Got the idea? Each and every transaction, we are finding out the two parts. Fourth one, goods sold to X, rupees 10,000, recorded in the purchase book. Recorded in the purchase book is second part, and this is the first part. So, every transaction, we find out which are the two parts. Now, I will tell you how to proceed, how to do this. Is there any doubt till now? No problem. Okay. So, goods sold to X, rupees 10,000. What is the journal entry? What is the correct journal entry? How should it be written? Goods sold to X. Yes, fast. Give the answer. Yes. What is the entry? Goods sold to X, rupees 10,000. Pavitra, what is the entry? Pavitra. Yes, Pranav, what is the entry?
X account debit to sales.
X account debtor 10,000 to sales. This is the correct entry. Correct? This is the correct entry. Now, what happened? What should I write here? Incorrect entry. What had happened there? Omitted to be recorded. Omitted. That was omitted. So, is there any mistake there? The mistake is omission. So, there is any wrong entry to be passed? Or was there any wrong entry? No. It was omitted. The problem is it was omitted. You forgot. So, it is nil. Nothing. Incorrect entry is nothing. How to correct it? See, again, for examination, you are writing it, you forgot one entry. So what you do? What you do? You understood that, I forgot that entry to write. So what should you do? You will write it. When you realize that, you forgot that, what you do? You will write it. That is to be done here. This entry, it was omitted. Later, you realized this was missed out. So what we do? Rectify it by writing it. Write the correct entry there. X account debtor to sales. 10,000, 10,000. Clear, no? Yes. So each day we are progressing the topics, topic by topic. We are moving to higher level topics. So make clear each and every topics that day itself, same day itself from class. Okay, so that's fine, no? You omitted it. You know what is the correct entry. The mistake that took place here is that you forgot to mention. So when you realized it, you mention it. So there is nothing, no other complication, you write it. That is the rectified entry. Fine. Moving to the next one. Goods sold to X recorded as 8,000. So I am not repeating the entry as it is there. X account debtor to 10,000 to sales. This is entry, no? Correct entry is that. All the case. In this particular question, for all the 4 cases, this is the correct entry. So I am not wasting time repeating it again. Mine will be constant. Okay? So, Anish, feeling so sleepy? You'll fall? Okay. X account debtor 10,000, to sales 10,000. This is the correct entry. According to this second statement, what is the incorrect entry? Read and tell me, what is the incorrect entry? Anyone? Don't sleep. Yes, any one of you. I'm not calling out names.
$10,000 is recorded as 8,000.
So what is the entry? Incorrect entry. Say it again.
X account debit 8,000 to sales.
Very good. X account debtor 8,000 to sales 8,000. This is the wrong entry. Incorrect entry. Correct, no? You understood? Correct entry is X account debtor to 10,000 to sales 10,000. The mistake you made here is instead of 10,000, you wrote it as 8,000. Correct? So how will you correct it? See, Anish borrowed 1,000 rupees from me. Okay? Okay, Anish? Anish borrowed 1,000 rupees from me. One day, he came to me and gave me 700 rupees. Actually, how much did he borrow? 1,000. He gave me only 700. So what should he do now? ₹1,000. Anish owes me 1,000 rupees. He gave me only 700. Yes, Anish, what are you going to do?
I should give balance 300.
You should give me 300 more. Correct? Same way, here, actually the amount is 10,000. You wrote it as 8,000. So what to do? 2,000 more should be written. Actually, amount is 10,000. You have written it as 8,000. So how will you correct it? Entry is not going to change. You just have to write 2,000 more. So the rectified entry is X account debtor. How much? How much? 2,000. 2,000 to sales 2,000. Is it clear? Actually, the amount is 10,000. But you wrote only 8,000. 2,000 is less. So what you need to do? Write that 2,000. Finish. Problem solved. Is it okay? Are you getting me? That's all. Rectification. This is rectification. Very simple. Coming to the next one, what is the entry? What is happening there? Same thing. Sold goods to X rupees 10,000. And what is happening there now? It is recorded as 15,000. So, correct entry is the same. As I said, I am not repeating it again and again. Okay? So, what is the incorrect entry? Who will tell me the incorrect entry? Pavitra, try.
X account debtor 15,000
X account debtor 15,000. Very good.
to sales 15,000.
To sales 15,000. Yeah, that is the mistake. That is how it is recorded. Actually, the amount is 10,000, but you have written it as 15,000. Yes, let's come back to the example again. So, now Rahul had borrowed 1,000 rupees from me. Okay? And one day Rahul came to me and he gave me 1,500. He forgot that it is 1,000. Rahul is giving me 1,500. What should Rahul do now? Is it required to give me 1,500? I am happy to keep 1,500. But will Rahul be happy? No. He realized, oh, I borrowed only 1,000, but I gave her 1,500. So what to do? What to do, Rahul? Rahul, what will you do?
I don't know.
Oh, it is our accountancy teacher. No, let her keep it. Is that the way you think, Rahul? No, you will take it back. Take it back from me. Will you? No, Aparna, you won't take it back. Oh, thank you so much. All of you bring me 500 rupees each. I'm happy. Normally, people will take it back. Rahul, won't you take it back? Ah, yes. So 1,000 is, Rahul actually owes me 1,000, but by mistake, he gave me 1,500. Then he realized, oh, I gave her 1,500. Only 1,000 is required. So what Rahul will do? Rahul will come to me and by mistake, I gave you 500 extra. Give me back my 500. Correct? 500, give it back. Same way, here, actually the amount is 10,000. 10,000 is the amount, but we have written it as 15,000. So, we must cancel 5,000. We should take back 5,000. Correct? Only 10,000 is required. 15 is written. 15,000 is returned. So, we will take back 5,000. Now listen, always when you want to cancel an entry, I have told this before also in class. Okay, listen to me. When you want to cancel any entry, what do? You just have to reverse the entry. Understood? Reverse. Always keep this in your mind. When you want to cancel an entry, you just reverse it. So how is the entry? X account debtor to sales. We are going to cancel it. So just reverse. Sales account debtor to X account. How much are you going to cancel? Don't cancel the 15,000 because 10,000 is required. We will cancel only 5,000. Okay? Clear? 5,000 is cancelled. Is it okay? Think from the normal The normal way, extra money is there. So we take back that extra and maintain the original amount. And if it is less recorded, add more. Okay, no? Coming to the last one. What is that last one? Goods sold to X recorded in purchase book. There is a problem. That is a problem. That is really a problem. Actually, what is the entry? X account debtor to sales. This is how it should be. This is the correct entry. Correct? What is wrong entry? Where have we written this? We wrote it in the purchase book. So how is it written? Purchase book. Now the wrong entry is purchase account debtor. It is written in the purchase book. That means purchase is always debit. Purchase account debtor to X account. This is how it is written now. 10,000, 10,000. Amount doesn't have any problem, but accounts changed. Okay? Account has changed. So, what to do here now? This is the situation. Actually, it is to sales, but we have debited it to the purchase account. So, here, first we will write the correct entry. What is the correct entry? X account debtor to sales. This is the correct entry. Something has gone wrong. So first we will correct it. X account debtor to sales. 10,000. 10,000. Then we need to cancel this. This is wrong. It should be cancelled. Shouldn't it be cancelled? Yes, it should be cancelled. So how to cancel it? What do you do? To cancel it, what should be done? What should be done, Krishna, to cancel it?
Reverse the
Reverse the entry. So when you reverse it, what happens? So when you reverse it, it becomes X account debtor to purchase. X account debtor to purchase account 10,000, 10,000. That's it. Is it clear? Okay, X account debtor to 10,000 to sales. This is the correct entry. So there is a mistake. First you correct it, then you cancel the wrong entry. That's all. You can write it in this way. There is one more way. Okay, one more technique is there. These two entries, we have passed two entries. 1, 2. There are two entries here. Instead of writing it as two separate entries, we can combine this and write it together. Do you understand? This is actually two entries, two journal entries. That is okay. The thing is, you should get the answer correct. The answer is right. There is one entry, the correct entry is passed, the wrong entry is reversed and it is cancelled. That is how the entry is, the 1 and 2. But here you can find X account debtor, X account debtor, X account debtor, X account debtor, to X account debtor. Correct? So, you can cancel one and write it as single entry. You can cancel this and you can write it as 20,000. Did you get me? X account debtor, X account debtor. You can find two X account debtor. So instead of writing it as two separate entries, we will write it as a single entry. So 2 times, instead of writing it 2 times, we will write 1 time. X account debtor 20,000, 2 sales, 2 purchase. This is called combined entry. You remember combined entry asked in the model exam paper? So the entry becomes X account debtor 20,000 to sales account 10,000 to purchase account 10,000. Debit and credit equal? Debit should always be equal to the credit. Did you understand? That's all. I stop with this here. We will continue in the next class.